This is where the needles go.
这是打针的地方，对不对？
打针的地方是。
There really is nothing like this. I mean, we have the nerve charts, the nerve paths.
This map has almost no correspondence to anatomic maps we use in the West.
So this is a completely different geography of the body?
Absolutely different. It doesn't correspond to nerves or arteries. Their way of finding disease and getting to it is totally different from ours.
How does he know that he's hitting the right point?
He's asking her in Chinese, 的气, which means do you feel the qi? Do you have a sensation? 有感觉吗? She has a sensation. So that's how he knows, and he also has to feel it. You know, my acupuncture teacher said it's like fishing. You know the difference between a nibble and a bite?
Yeah.
That he puts the needle in, and if it gets a little stuck, if there's tension pulling back, then he knows, even without asking the patient. But, you know, to me, it's an art. It takes a long time.
胀吗？
胀。
往上没胀。
往下没胀了。
现在胀了。
没胀了，胀了。
Did they teach you to do this 10 years ago, 12 years ago?
They tried very hard.
How?
Well, they put me in a room with a teacher and said, memorize these points.
All the points on the body?
Well, and they painted me with iodine dots. I had to recognize all the dots on my own body, then on their body. Then the practice exercise was 10 pieces of paper. If I could put the needle through 10 pieces of paper without bending the needle, then they'd let me near a patient. Until I could do that, no go.
Did you finally learn it?
No. I mean, I got to the point where they let me put needles into people, but I never felt it pulling back. I never felt the qi. It's a very difficult thing to learn.
Millions of Chinese routinely choose acupuncture to treat their illnesses. But I discovered Chinese doctors don't need the acupuncture needles to manipulate qi. They can use their hands.
Massage is taken very seriously, like we would have surgery or pediatrics or OBGYN. Massage is one of the main units of the hospital. These are all doctors. These are people who graduated 5 or 6 years of traditional Chinese medical school and then did a residency of at least 1 year in the hospital and then passed a formal series of examinations and specialize in massage.
Did you study massage here?
I did. This man in the center, Dr. Zhang, is my teacher and one of my favorite teachers, actually.
Dr. Zhang, in the West we think of massage as making the muscles feel better, but it's much more than that here.
骨折是给他束缚。
哎，不是舒服，要给他治病，啊，他有病，我们是要给他治病的，把他有肿块呢，让他消掉。
These two women have what we would call fibrocystic breast disease. In the West, we don't have a treatment for this disease. A lot of women suffer a long time, so if he's really helped her, that would be an example where we can't do very much.
So is it your hands that are doing this? Does he have special hands for this?
He has unbelievably gifted hands.
What did he teach you about using your hands?
Well, the first time he taught me, he brought this bag of rice that he uses for his students. And to show you what he said, you know, he threw down the bag of millet in our little room, and he said, when you can learn this hand manipulation so that you can crush this millet or rice into dust, then you're ready to work on a human patient, not before.
How does she feel?
喂，请问你对按摩怎么样？你想有好处吗？
有好处，我
肯定是有治疗方法。
因为以前我用什么药物治疗啊，用一些其他的那个外服药啊，什么内服药啊，都感觉不是很理想的。结果我治疗几次，就是经过 B 超嘛，还有 X 光嘛，照好多了。现在已经没有什么胀疼的感觉了。而且乳块也消得比较好。
你有很多这样的病人吗？
对。
多少？
搞了27例。
怎么样？那个27？
他这27例呀，11例好，完全痊愈的。有的呢块变小了，啊， 两粒是没有效的，但是其他的都是有效的，效果都比较理想。
What are you doing here?
现在做什么？
它是肝气郁结，所以我就要再选这个穴。
Bill, he believes that qi in her liver is the cause of her breast disease.
Why is he dealing with the liver and the spleen way down here, almost to the ankle?
In his way of thinking, the body is made up of these conduits where the qi goes all through the body. He's working on the liver using this point down by the foot because the liver meridian flows down the feet. And unfortunately, in a certain part of it, according to him, it's stuck. So he's got to push it, move it, help it flow. And then in his way of thinking, the breast disease will become better.
Why? What's happening when that qi is flowing?
I can't tell you. If I knew, I wouldn't have to keep coming back here.
Show me how my qi flows.
你想我在这个地方，我让你往下的。
It's getting warm.
像这个地方，像这个时候，我可以让它往上。
I felt that. Yes, yes, I did feel it, like a blood flow.
哎，这个是往上去的。
Yeah, it's right there.
At dawn one morning, David took me to People's Park in Shanghai. He said if I really wanted to understand Qi, this would be the place to do it.
This is extraordinary. This park is absolutely full of people doing exercises.
And all over China, the same thing is happening.
Every morning?
Every morning, in every park in China. But these aren't exercises like we think of them, you know, aerobics, sit-ups and push-ups. This one, for example, is part exercise and part martial arts. The Chinese name is Tai Chi Chuan. This is a kind of exercise that's centuries old. There's this idea in Chinese medicine that the body has to move, that movement is as important as eating or sleeping. And 23, 24 centuries ago, they started to write pictures about how people should move to keep the body healthy. So they're moving, but it's more than that.
What do those motions, those physical attitudes have to do with qi?
If you ask this woman, she will tell you she can feel it. She can actually feel it, and she can move it. And in the Chinese rhetoric, that is health. If you can do that, you're healthy. If you can figure out where your center is, your right, your left, and how to concentrate your mind, that defines health. The idea is to connect with nature through movement. There's this old expression that the body has to be like